2 weeks had passed since the incident. Matt and Skylar visited during the time that Ven stayed in the hospital. Apparently, it didn't take Ven more than 2 days to fully recover. The doctor said that it was unusual given how fast he was healing. They couldn't explain it, but he recovered, so they let him go. Ven continued to go to school and do his workout routines as normal. In fact, because of the incident, he felt as if his body had been refined. He felt stronger. Then he thought about how he still had 8 rings left to unlock. He had no clue when or how he would unlock them, but it fascinated him to know what the power would be. He hadn't expected time control. He also thought about the man from 2 weeks ago. If it hadn't been for the ring's failsafe that kicked in, I wouldn't be here right now, he thought to himself while pacing. He saved all of his thoughts for another time and started to get dressed. Today was the day that he promised Skylar a date. Ven wore something stylish. He had a pretty decent sense of fashion. Before anything, he made a stop at the hospital. On the way there, he thought of Matt. He hadn't heard from him in a while due to the final exams coming up. He tried to call, but there was no answer. With so much going on, Matt had fallen behind. So he'd been studying every single day and making up all the work he could to pass with a decent grade. Ven arrived at the hospital. "Hey, Dad. I'm not sure if you can hear me or anything, but you should know I'm safe. Matt's safe. I made a new friend, and she's just as reliable as Matt. There's been some weird stuff going on, but I've been managing. I've been taking care of myself more." He laughed gently. "I've been working out and eating healthily. Please wake up soon, Dad. Rest well, I love you." With that, Ven headed out. In due time, Ven arrived at the location. So this is Center City. It looks so nice here, he thought while admiring the view. He glanced to his right and saw Skylar. "Hi, Venny!" she yelled from a distance. Ven thought Skylar looked beautiful. She was wearing a bucket hat with blue overalls. Her hair had been shining to perfection. She walked up to hug him, and he got a whiff of her scent. She smelled like a mixture of honey and coconut. He complimented her outfit and beauty. "You look amazing," he said. She responded confidently. "Thank you. I know, right? Shall we go now?" They did a variety of activities. They first started with breakfast, then went to the carnival and finally to the mall to shop. At the moment, they hadn't realized that almost 10 hours had passed. "I guess time really does fly by when you're having fun. I had a great time, Venny," she said while they were walking out of the mall. As they reached the entrance, she saw a claw machine full of stuffed animals. "Oh my God, I want one!" she yelled excitedly. "Step aside! I'm a master at these things!" Ven ordered. He put $1 in and started to fetch the toy. The claw went down slowly as it grabbed a toy, bringing it back up and dropping it out of its grip. "Okay, maybe I'm a little rusty." Ven looked both ways to make sure no one had been watching. He activated his first ring. He connected 2 pocket dimensions together, putting one inside the machine to get the pig and one in his hand to reach through a portal. He retrieved the stuffed animals, destroyed their pocket dimensions, and then deactivated the rings. "It's really not that deep to use our powers to get the animal, but I'll be grateful," she laughed as Ven gave her the stuffed pig. Ven walked her home from the mall. On the way there, time mysteriously slowed down. Skylar and Ven were not affected by this anomaly. They suddenly heard clacking footsteps, which gradually became louder. It was the figure of darkness from the hospital. Like before, he had been glitching. He had been at least a block down. Out of nowhere, he was in front of Ven. He didn't vanish or anything. He just simply stood in one place and then was in another. Ven had never seen anything so fast before. The man grabbed Ven's shirt, opening a portal to carry him through. Skylar tried to get Ven back, but was unsuccessful. She ran towards him, immediately being introduced to his force field of time. Ven was fully conscious, but the man's essence had been too overwhelming to function. He could hardly breathe as it was. The figure threw Ven into the portal and walked into it himself afterwards. Skylar recovered and tried to run towards them when the portal closed up. She wanted to help him, but she had been too weak. She felt helpless, and she began to cry. Skylar called Matt to give him the news. "Matt, Ven was taken!" she cried. "I'm headed over right now," he said. Matt finally arrived and Skylar told him exactly what happened. "Can't you just teleport to him?" he asked. "No. I'm only able to teleport to locations I'm familiar with. But I have no idea where they went. Maybe if you trained your powers, you could develop a skill that would be useful in this situation," Matt said. Skylar then thought of possibilities. She activated her bracelet, which showed her the realities that could help her with her situation. "That's it! Matt, Grab onto my bracelet, she ordered. Not before long, they were in the middle of nowhere. Time doesn't exist here, nothing does. I'll use this reality to sharpen my skills. You should be able to stay here inconsequentially, since time doesn't pass. You shouldn't get hungry or feel the need to sleep. All the time we spend in this reality will feel like a second repeating itself. It's called the timeless zone. She then said in determination, Ven, we'll come for you.